Synthetic extensions leak toxins onto the scalp, posing serious health risks.
We start with a simple premise, the home extraction test. We take a brand new, seemingly pristine bundle of synthetic hair and submerge it in a jar of clean water for 24 hours. By the next day, after a full 24 hours of soaking, that perfectly clear water rapidly turns into a murky, toxic gray sludge. Independent lab testing confirms this gray residue is a dense biofilm of industrial manufacturing chemicals. It contains lead, a known neurotoxin, along with formaldehyde and hormone-disrupting phthalates. In addition to those heavy metals, over 90% of these synthetic extensions are coated in PFAS. These are the industrial compounds commonly known as forever chemicals. Now, consider how this material is actually used. It isn't kept in a jar. It is braided tightly and woven directly against the roots of a person's natural hair. We treat premium hair extensions like harmless fashion accessories. In practice, they act as unregulated chemical delivery systems resting directly on our biology. These synthetic styles are typically installed and left on the head for up to 6 weeks at a time. Over those 6 weeks, the overlapping synthetic fibers create a dense, tightly woven layer at the base of the neck and crown, forming a highly insulated microclimate. Inside that microclimate, natural sweat, dead skin cells, and physical friction continuously build up with nowhere to escape. Wearing braided extensions means placing an industrial chemical coating into a hot, sweaty incubator directly against one of the body's most vulnerable surfaces. The human scalp is a highly vascularized, absorbent biological sponge. This diagram shows a cross-section of the scalp, breaking it down into 2 main layers. The outer layer is the stratum corneum, designed to act as a protective barrier. Right underneath is the dermis, an active layer packed with hair follicles and a dense network of blood vessels. Introduce external heat from a blow dryer or sweat from a workout, and a physical reaction occurs. That heat literally melts the toxic biofilm off the synthetic hair. Those melted chemical toxins bypass the weakened stratum corneum, slipping past the barrier and dropping directly into the vascularized dermis. The combination of synthetic hair and everyday body heat physically compromises the scalp, turning a protective biological shield into a direct chemical gateway. Once those toxins cross the dermal barrier, the PFAS enter the human bloodstream. This visualization highlights the core molecular problem. PFAS are built on carbon-fluorine bonds. These are among the strongest, most stable bonds in all of organic chemistry. Because they are so incredibly stable, the human body has no biological mechanism to break them down. Instead, the chemicals permanently accumulate in human tissues and the liver over time. This process of bioaccumulation triggers severe physiological consequences. It leads to endocrine disruption, to compromised immunity, and heavy follicle congestion that eventually causes traction alopecia and permanent hair loss. Since the body cannot destroy these compounds on its own, every consecutive hair installation without proper extraction drastically compounds the wearer's toxic burden. Standard clarifying shampoos fail to solve this problem because they are only formulated to clear surface dirt. They lack the chemical strength to break down embedded toxic biofilms. To actually pull these chemicals out, you need a specific chemical counterforce, calcium bentonite clay, a highly absorbent natural substance derived from ancient volcanic ash. This diagram illustrates cation exchange capacity. When mixed with water, the clay activates, generating a strong negative ionic charge. Meanwhile, heavy metals and impurities trapped inside hair follicles hold a positive ionic charge. Because opposites attract, the negative clay acts as a magnet, binding to the positive toxins. This action pulls the toxins up and out of the pores, neutralizing the buildup without aggressive scrubbing. The solution to deep chemical absorption isn't scrubbing harder. It is utilizing opposing chemical charges to safely reverse the directional flow of the toxins. Every hair care routine must account for the scalp as a highly active, permeable living organ. Consumers who wear long-term synthetic styles must move beyond surface washing and adopt routine, charge-based detoxification to protect themselves from chemical buildup. Understanding the science of skin absorption forces us to acknowledge a simple reality. Our aesthetic choices carry profound, long-term biological consequences.